fan, shall I increase the fan?
அது வரும். Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai 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 Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Nobody has come.
Half and then again come back.
Hari Om to everybody. Pranam, pranam. Yesterday there was one email. During yesterday's satsang it was told that one focused mind, attending to multiple activities, while explaining a shloka from Bhagavad Gita, please explain how to make use of one-pointed mind to attend various activities with same intensity. This cannot be explained. When we see that, it gives us a lot of... In one sloka, Swami Ranganathanji was mentioning that in good old days in North India, when water scarcity was there, people from village, they go to the nearest public well and they fill their, what do you call that? Podam. Pot, okay. And then they put it on one or two. And while coming, they will be chit-chatting, talking. So many things. They will be showing hands, this and but the pots will not lose its balance. That means a part of the mind is focused on that while all other activities are going on. They are seeing, they are hearing, they are talking, everything is going on. Somebody does Bharatanatyam also. Yeah. Can I tell you?
There is a name for it.
There is a, correct. In village folk, they do that. So what does it mean? That means a part of the mind is focused on it while the other part can... So like that, as spiritual aspirants, one part of the mind should get rooted to the God dimension, and then we can do that without losing our balance. That is important. That means, whatever I think, whatever I talk, whatever I do, must be in line with my God remembrance. It must be in line with me to we. It doesn't mean that we have to sit and we have to keep on chanting and do bhajan and go inward so that other activities will not be there. No. During all our activities, right from the moment we get up till night, we have been asked through this particular shloka, we don't remember that particular shloka, that while getting ourselves riveted to it, yoked to it, we are carrying on with all our activities. But at the same time, everything is linked to the God dimension. It is not, that means every time when we react to events and individuals, it will not be from the me and mine level, though outwardly it may be from the me and mine level. To others they may not know. But we will always ensure as bhaktas or spiritual aspirants that everything is compatible or is in line with the God dimension. What is God dimension? That expansion. Not limiting to me and mine. Initially it may come because of our old habits. All of us. Don't think that it is a superhuman effort. All of us are doing it. We are not conscious of it, that's all. Being spiritual children of Papa, these are not things new to us. Either we have directly experienced or we have observed. Probably we would not have registered consciously in our mind. Papa has been gracious enough to make us all understand. So that is why we feel that contentment, we don't take away somebody's, we are not violent, we are not greedy in the sense, somehow at the cost of somebody I should get. God has blessed us with all these values. We are trying to improve it more and more because we want to get rid of the dominance of me and mine. So every time we can be thankful to Him. At the right time you made us to think in terms of others, not to think in terms of only me and me. Of course we do think in terms of me and me. But if we find when a noble cause comes, we all rise up to that level. No? Not merely thinking about me and mine. Plenty of instances we have seen. So we have in our mind. Now, through this sloka, Lord Krishna is asking, consciously you do it. I am there in the form of the rest of the creation. So your perspective should be always rooted in that. I have allowed you to do it, probably not consciously. Now consciously try to do it. This Karmanyavadhikarastha, when we read all these things, we used to remember. None of our ashram devotees insist for any receipt, their name, nothing, Plenty of instances are there. We used to see that. Then we used to do it for accounts purpose. We need your PAN, we need your Aadhaar number, this and that. They say we don't want. That means when they do, they don't ask anything. Only for the sake of income tax purpose, those who are filing the income tax, they need some. But we are doing it for everybody. The thing is, they don't do. Many people come silently, they will ask. Suppose there is a big function here, we had. Many people come forward. Ashram does not ask anything or mobilize anything. But that is another aspect, fully relying on him. So he also prompts devotees not to attach any name and I have done this. Nobody says. So many values, we used to think about it. All these values we are repeating, but he makes us to see that in the form of devotees also. Now we want to consciously do it so that we will also enjoy that, sweetness. It has become a part of us. All whatever improvements one sees in the ashram, done by whom? Only by devotees, unasked. So this is something which gives us joy always when we go through these values. So similarly, we are now praying to him. You have put us on the rail, no doubt, but we feel the speed has not picked up. That is what you give us the feeling. So kindly hasten the speed. Because some of us feel that we have passed to the evening stage. So before the body gets dropped, we should feel your presence on a permanent basis. When we go through the various chapters of Bhagavad Gita, this is something he gives. Santushto yena kena. Contentment is there, not that contentment is not there. To a very great extent, contentment is there. Even a small thing, yet everybody is happy. Especially that 12th chapter, when we go through that, who is my dearest devotee, we used to feel that you have blessed us with something of it, but we are not satisfied with that something. It should become 100. So this particular this thing, what we have been doing, one focused mind, attending to multiple activities. At home, in the office, with friends. You make us to do a lot of activities. Of course, you make us always to take a decision from not merely from the me and mine, but at times, we also slip into it. So kindly ensure that we are conscious. Consciously we are doing your job. Something you make us feel.
Can't hear. You have to speak loudly.
Sloga number? Sloga number?
Chapter number and shloka number.
That we don't, he has not, the person who has written, he has not put explaining a shloka from Bhagavad Gita. We remember. Yesterday we have to go through the whole thing, then we might be able to find. Yesterday what all we covered? Last.
18th chapter.
18th chapter.
57 and 66.
18th chapter?
57 and 66.
57.
Swami, 18th chapter 57, 66.
Chetasa sarvakarmani mai sanyasya matparaha. 1 minute, might be this one, 57. 18th 57, no. 18. Mai sarvani karmani mai sanyasya matparaha. Resigning mentally all deeds unto me, having me at the highest goal, mine. This might be the sloga. The burden of work, the tension of work will not come. Mentally renounce all actions, working yet not working. Sri Ramakrishna has referred to women carrying water-filled pots on their heads and at the same time smiling and talking freely with each other. So much of load is there, but one does not feel the load. 57. So Shloka is 57 in chapter number 18. Such a one talks to others, but there is no contortion on his face or on his or her face. That is the art of carrying a weight, always smiling. Life is like that. Can you carry its burden like that? With that simplicity, with that peace, with that cessation of all tension. That is yoga. Unless you have a touch of the divine within, that power won't come. That is important. That is God dimension. No? Yoked or riveted. Somewhere in the subconscious state. Unless you have a touch of the divine within, that power won't come. It is not a physical power, not an intellectual power. It's a spiritual power. It comes from God Himself, hidden in the heart of all. And God is making us aware, all of us are doing it. You are working something, suppose the telephone comes, somebody is entering into your room, you are attending to this, you will show some signs to the party to sit down. You will also be going through some signing. All these things are taking place. If everybody goes back to their own personal life, even while cooking, something say somebody, so many mothers will be attending to so many things spontaneously, efficiently. Think about it. So here, one more thing we have to add, that's all. The divine within. He has provided me this capacity to attend to all these things efficiently. Bas, that is enough. That is why Papa in simple words used to say, if somebody asks us, you are chanting Ram Nam, no, immediately we should correct ourselves and to them, God is making me to chant Ram Nam. That's all. Same action. Burden is not there. Responsibility is not there. Onus is not there. So then he brings his Buddhi Yoga. Buddhi Yogam Ubhashritya. Taking the help of Buddhi Yoga. That's the original statement of the Gita in the 39th verse of the 2nd chapter. We should develop that Yoga Buddhi. With the Yoga Buddhi, we can live our life doing all actions. By that we will not at all be bound. Yashate abhita sankhye buddhir yoge tvimam shrunu buddhya yukdo yaya partha karma bandham prahasyasi. We should develop that Yoga Buddhi. With that Yoga Buddhi, we can live our life doing all actions. Two types of people are there. The ascetic who renounce all action, go to a forest, try to realize Brahman in Samadhi. And second type, who have to work in the society yet realize the highest. Can they do it? Yes, I tell you, they can do it. People have to work here in society yet realize. How to do that? Resort to Buddhi Yoga. That is the language Sri Krishna uses. Sankhya Yoga and Buddhi Yoga. My Buddhi Yoga is for people who have to work in the world. To us, whether in the professional field or in the ashram, anyway, we have to work. To them, I give this philosophy of comprehensive spirituality. Beautiful word. Comprehensive spirituality. Develop this Buddhi Yoga or Samatva Yoga, a luminous, strong, steady mind oriented to oneness with other people. It means that only service can come out of that Buddhi. All actions are included in this. So Buddhi Yoga means, it is easy to understand through this way, Samatvam. Equanimity at all times. That can come only by remembering Him. Because He has willed it. Why should we add this prefix or suffix to it, good or bad, all these labels? Good that it was raised, because though we have gone, it has to be repeated again and again and again. Buddhi Yoga. And this evolution can go on expanding further and further. Purifying so that when it comes to the purest stage, one gets this Buddhi Yoga. It is by one's own effort that one refines the energy within. I have used the word refine again and again on several fronts. We refine crude oil and produce beautiful petroleum products. Even so, the human mind should be able to refine one's own experience and bring out of them beautiful character products. What are they? Efficiency in action, concern for others, tremendous peace of mind, etc. I think please make a note of it. What is Buddhi Yoga? Buddhi Yoga is nothing but efficiency in action, concern for others, tremendous peace of mind. All this comes from the psychic energy. The energy that goes to destroy other people, to exploit other people, the same energy will become pure energy, character energy, citizenship energy. The energy of a devotee of God. One is only handling this energy by training it to rise higher and higher until when guts get the energy from God, the energy of Buddhi. So Yoga Buddhi is a Buddhi which is in tune with the divine. Because just behind this Buddhi is the Atman. The senses are far away, but the Buddhi is the nearest. Shankaracharya calls Buddhi as Niyadistam Brahma, nearest to Brahma. In our own system, in all of us, there is the divine. That is the first teaching of Vedanta. Swami Vivekananda puts it, each soul is potentially divine. If so, how shall we manifest it? Senses are far away, so don't depend upon the senses. Senses must be controlled, disciplined, and be subject to this buddhi, reason, or enlightened intelligence. Therefore, evolution of buddhi is the way of character. Evolution of the buddhi is the way to character. When we speak of value-oriented education, it only means we are helping the student to evolve this kind of buddhi, this yoga buddhi, in each one of them. We begin with 5%, then climb 10%, and go on further. Even then it is wonderful. Anything goes wrong, he or she immediately reacts violently and goes burning around. There is no buddhi behind it. When people understand this teaching, they will develop this same energy. So Buddhi Yoga means it becomes clear, no? What are they? You can say that efficiency in action, concern for others, always ensuring peace. You know? With that which affects my peace of mind, we will not do. That means samatvam. Srinivas. Think about it. 15th chapter.
5th chapter.
5th chapter.
17th and 18th.
5th chapter.
Swamiji, 5th chapter, I mean, sloka 8 and 9.
5th chapter.
8 and 9.
1 minute. 5th chapter.
17th, 1, 7, 1, 8. 17th.
Huh?
17th chapter. 18th sloka.
5th chapter.
5th chapter.
18th and 19th.
Tad buddhaya. Tad buddhaya adva. Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavyastini shunijaiva chubhage cha pandita samadarshinaha. That means seeing everybody, no, that is okay. Tad buddhaya, tad atmanaga, tad nishtha, tad parayana. Gacchantya punaravartim jnananarduta kalmasha. 17 and 18 can go. Evam buddhe param buddhva. That is Vidya Vinaya Sampannena, he is seeing them in all, that's all. No? Tall order for all of us, but we will try.
Jnananishtam, Yoganishtam is 5 chapter 8 and 9.
8th and 9th Nandarga. 8th and
5th chapter.
மனம் உடல் புலன்களை மூலம் முப்புலன்களை அறிவோம். ஞானநிஷ்டை யோகநிஷ்டை.
Naiva Kinchit Karodi. Hello? Naiva Kinchit Karomidi. Adane? பார்க்குறேன் நமக்கு இந்த சான்ஸ்கிரிட் புரியாததுனால மலையாளத்தை பார்த்துட்டு வேணும் கொண்டு முடியும். நைவ கிஞ்சித் கரோமீதி யுக்தோ மன்யதே தத்துவவிது பஷ்யன் ஸ்ருண்வன் ஸ்பிருஷன் ஜிகன் அஷ்ணன் கச்சன் ஸ்வபன் ஸ்வசன் பிரலபன் விசிருஜன் கிருண்ணன் உன்னிமிஷன் நிமிஷன் நபி இந்திரியான் இந்திரியார்த்தேஷு வர்த்தந்த இது தாரியன். I do nothing at all, though seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, eating, sewing, sleeping, breathing, speaking, letting go, holding, opening, closing the eyes, convinced that it is all the senses that move among those sense objects. The knower of the truth should think, I do nothing at all while all these things are doing it. We have to try at least one, all these things we cannot try. While seeing, நைவ கிஞ்சித் கரோமீதி அப்படியெல்லாம் முடியுமா பார்க்குறோம். We say, I am seeing it, இல்லையா? I am seeing it, I am touching, I am hearing, I am smelling, I am eating, I am going, I am sleeping. I am breathing, I am speaking, I am letting go, I am holding. I am opening and closing my eyes. This is what we normally say.
But he accepts to do.
Lord Krishna can say so many things. So we have to try. We have to try at least one.
Yes, sir.
But he is behind this, that is why all these functionings are taking place.
Krishna refers to Arjuna in chapter number 3, sloka 28.
அது இப்படி படிச்சிருக்காரு, இது நீங்கள் கொண்டு வந்தாலே ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டண்ட். இது இந்த 8 and 9 ட்ரை பண்ணி பார்க்கலாம்.
32.
Practical, practice we can do.
Eh?
This is a practicable sloka for practice.
Toughest sloga. Toughest sloga.
8 and 9.
Swamiji, I am சொல்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி I am not உள்ள மைண்ட் செட் பண்ணிச்சு அலாங்க. then I will say I am.
பார்க்கணும் அப்படி முடியுமாங்க? All these things are easy to say.
Course I am தான் problem.
Because we remember Papa, in spite of doing so much, he says, when he starts giving his outpourings, what does he say? O Ram, what thy slave Ramdas should do or should not do must be determined by thee alone. He is bewildered, he is helpless. Make him resign all to thee. Let him live, move, have his being in thee. Let him eat, drink, sleep, move, sit, stand, talk, think, look, hear, smell, touch. Do everything in thy name and for thy sake only. Same word, है Papa, yes, after he came back from the his tour, first year tour, when he was back in the cave, all these thoughts came up and he has recorded it for our purpose. So in spite of surrender to the highest level, Papa was finding it difficult to bring in this in all activities. We are just reading a few lines from Bhagavad Gita. So it is toughest, but at least 1 or 2 every day we can try. We may fail, but we must try. Silently, without making any fuss. Eat, let him eat, drink, sleep, move, sit, stand, talk, think, look, hear, smell, touch. Do everything in thy name and for thy sake only. அதே தான் கொண்டு வந்திருக்காருங்க. பஷ்யன் ஸ்ருண்வன் புருஷன் ஜிக்ரன் கச்சன் ஸ்வபன் ஸ்வசன் பிரலபன் கிருண்ணன் உன்மிஷன் நிமிஷன். Unmission schedule. The eyelids come and go, probably we may not be owning it. Walking also, not that every time we say I am walking, We would have started. Eating also we start. But not that every moment we are telling I am eating, So what does it mean? Think about it. All these activities are going on. I think in the initial stage, we take over the ownership, then leave it. Breathing, of course, we will never say I am breathing. That everybody knows. Is it not? Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, Swami.
Ah.
All these activities going on because of the life force.
Huh?
Life force.
Ah. Life force?
Life force is making do.
That I think we may be slow. We have started.
Because when life is there, it is.
I think we will apply more and more on this particular sloga and see for ourselves whether we are owning it. Only that person will know, others will not know. That is why Lord Krishna has elaborately discussed about it. to give us some idea.
Swamiji, Jnana Yogam, Tattva Jnanam, yellow one than
Eh?
Jnana Yogam, Bhatta,
Tattva Jnana.
Tattva Jnana.
Because Jnana Yogam it has been referred in chapter number 4, sloka 24-25.
24-25. 4.
நீங்கள் திடீர்னு இங்கேயே தங்க இங்கேயே உட்காந்துருக்கோம் நம்மளே இனியும்
உட்காந்து சொன்னதுனால படித்தேன் அதெல்லாம்.
என்ன சாப்டர்?
இதுல ஜெயபால் கோவிந்தால்
என்ன ஸ்லோகம்?
படிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி நல்லா கொடுத்துருக்காங்க.
ஸ்லோகம்
ஞான யோகத்துல 4th chapter 24-25.
பிரம்மார்ப்பணம் பிரம்மார்ப்பணம் பிரம்மஹவிர் பிரம்மாக்னோ பிரம்மணாஹுதம் பிரம்மைவ தேன கந்தவ்யம் பிரம்மகர்ம சமாதினா தெய்வமேவாவரே யஜ்ஞம் யோகின பரியுபாசதே பிரம்மாக்னாபரே யஜ்ஞம் யஜ்ஞேன.
இது ஞான யோகம் சொல்றாங்க. தத்துவ ஞானத்துல 36-39.
இதை பார்க்குறோம் நம்ம. தி நோயர் ஆஃப் த ட்ரூத் centered in the self should think, I do nothing at all, though seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, eating, going, sleeping, breathing, speaking, letting go, visarjan, holding, opening and closing the eyes, I do nothing at all, convinced that it is all the senses that move among sense objects. Oh, அப்படியே அச்சா எல்லாம் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக போயின்னு இருக்கு. I do not do anything, though a lot of work is being done. I am not doing anything. Yukdo, a yogi, anyade tattvavit. A knower of truth must think like this in regard to what all things he or she is doing. What are the things that included in such thing? Everything. Thinking that the sense organs are functioning among the sense objects. Being fully convinced that I do nothing at all, one gets the capacity to detach from and the capacity to attach to the sense objects with a free mind. This double capacity must come to each one, the capacity to attach, the capacity to detach. That is called freedom. If only one is there, it is not freedom. If both are there, there is freedom. So here is a senior man in the house, he is very detached, but he can play with children, he can talk with people, he can enjoy everything, yet essentially he is detached and free. That is called a fuller life. Otherwise merely an ascetic attitude that I am free, I am detached, but cannot smile when others are smiling, that is not true freedom. It has gone into another type of stagnation. So here is that yoga yukto vishuddhatma vijitatma jidendriyaha sarva bhudhatma bhudhatma kurvannapi na lipyade. Though working, you are not tainted by that work. The human being has the capacity to separate the self from the sensory functions. That is the experience of freedom. We begin our spiritual growth from that level. The capacity to detach from the sensory system. No animal can do it, including a chimpanzee. And because the human being developed that capacity even a little, or he or she is able to dominate animals. This is the neurology, this is what neurology says. Once I refer to so kurvannapi dan lipyate. Even though you are working, you are not at all tainted by that work or its result.
Servant maid working in a house, something. totally detached with the articles and the ownership of all. She does the work and then goes.
Correct. She does it.
Unattached.
So these are possible things, but what Lord Krishna and Papa is here, no, we can try this. We can try this. It could be a wonderful beginning. Allowing the senses, watching the senses doing its work. So while walking, we can watch. While seeing, I don't know, it may be a little tough job. While hearing, it may be possible. We have to try this. If we are successful in one field, that will help us in all fields. Because the sense organs have a tendency to revel in the sense objects. But our mistake is we identify ourselves with that act. But efficiency in action comes only when the identification is complete, no? But I am not there. But the concentration should be there. Efficiency in action. We have to do a lot of thinking, it cannot be one-sided. We have to do a lot of thinking. Manana alone can give us some clarity. When we are cooking, when we are preparing something, when we are attending to office work, suddenly, before we okay a proposal, so many things will come to our mind if you are very sincere and earnest, and we will plug wherever there is any loopholes and make it as perfect as possible, and then present it to our bosses or to others. The efficient.
Chapter 6, Shloka 3. Chapter 6,
Shloka 3.
Another?
3.
Chapter 6th chapter, number 3 sloka.
Chapter Shloka 3 refers to Swamiji's...
Vidamatar. Chapter number?
6.
6.
Atma Samyam.
Yeah. In a chapter? 3.
6th chapter 3 number.
Yoga Gurasya Satmaiva Shamaha Karanamuchyate.
3.
Arutso Muniyo Ram Karma Karanamuchyate. Yoga Gurasya.
Yogarudasya.
நீங்க சொன்னது அது கரெக்டா இருக்கு. யோக நிஷ்டையில் கர்மங்களை
Make a note. Arurotshor muner yogam karma karanam uchyate yogarudasya tasyeva shama karanam uchyate. For the person of meditation wishing to attain purification of heart, leading to concentration, action is said to be the way for such a person. When he or she has attained such concentration, inaction is said to be the way. One who is striving to be a yogi, he or she is striving, desirous of climbing to action, karma karanam uchyate. Action is said to be the means. One who is striving to be a yogi, action is said to be the means. Without doing something, you can't climb. Okay. But for one who has achieved that yoga, one who has already risen to the level of yoga, what is it that such a person will do? For him, inaction is the means. He or she becomes perfectly inactive. All the commotion occurring within have vanished and absolute peace comes to the heart. So these are the two stages. At the time you are striving to be a yogi, you have to work hard. Once you become a yogi, all work ceases for you. You don't need anything. Your mind does not go out at all. I don't need. That conviction comes to you because you have achieved something priceless in yourself. நம்ம அந்த செகண்டை பற்றி யோஜனை பண்ண வேண்டாமே. We are all striving, climbing to action, how to purify our action, how to detach ourselves from the action while acting. The whole day started with that, Our satsang started with that. Somebody telling, concentrating on one, we are doing multiple activities. So multiple activities are going on while at the same time rooted in something else. So we can say that the divine touch, when we are trying to bring in the dimension that the power is behind everything, then we will not own any action. Outwardly we may be owning, but inwardly we will not be owning. Outwardly we will be owning for the sake of the vyavahar, but internally we will not be owning at all. Feeling that we used to always think, if the me and mine is a problem, I did not ask for me and mine, no. I did not ask God to give us the me and mine. He gave it. Oh. And why are we asking now, bereft of me and mine only everything? So He has given it for a purpose. We have taken it for complete use, that's all. So in vyavaharic language, this me and mine is necessary. Though Papa was not using the word me and mine, he always, Ramdas feels. Ramdas tells you, So in vyavahar, something is necessary. That is why God gave us this me and mine. But we got confused. That me and mine is the ultimate. That is why we are struggling. So we will not condemn this me and mine as such. Me and mine, or if it is connecting itself to the source, then me and mine is relevant. Label is relevant. Suppose the name is not given to us, you can see the commotion. How will you call a person? How will you interact with him? So it is necessary, But what the mistake probably we have found is, when I say I am Muktananda, I start from Muktananda and end with Muktananda. Prior to Muktananda there was something, labeling was done later. When I was a seed in my mother's womb, I had no label. And the 9.5 months also I did not have any label. When I came out also I did not declare I am so and so. After a few days or months or weeks, somebody did the naming ceremony. Then everybody started calling. Then I used to respond, that's all. Later on I thought I am that. So the me and mine, when we say it is for vyavaharic purpose, He has given us. But we thought that is the starting point. It is not the starting point. We will be able to understand it better. That is not the starting point. Just like when you go to office, you sit in your position now. You are not simply saying that I am Karthik. But when you come back from the seat, you will not say that I am so and so. Only when you identify with it, you will say that, okay. You are a boss, you are a subordinate, you are the in charge of something. But you know, the moment you come back home, of course, you may be a boss to somebody, but still, or a subordinate to somebody. Huh? But not in the same plane. There's a difference. The sub-inspector, when he comes from the police station, when he meets with his wife and children or father or mother, he doesn't.
He becomes a person.
Suppose he assumes the role of an SI or a constable at home, what a chaos it will be. So for the Vyavaharik reason, we need this label, but we have unknowingly and identified with it totally, because our source we have forgotten. When you come back home, you know your source. When you go to office, you act like that. Yeah. So the me and mine, we should know this.
Swamiji, யோகனிஷ்டையில் கர்மங்களை சரிவர செய்வது சிறந்த சாதனம் இந்த 6:3 தாற்பயம்.
6:3 தான் பேசினேன் நான் இப்போ. 6:3 தான் பேசினேன்.
சிறந்த சாதனம்ன்றது.
The word samaha means cessation of effort. The heart is absolutely calm and quiet. When water in the lake is perfectly calm, without a single bubble or wave, that state is called sama. The mind is in the state of sama. That comes only when the sense of fulfillment comes to you. When you are truly fulfilled, you have that sama attitude. When you are hungry, you are full of tension within. Hunger makes you tense. I must eat, I must eat. Desire comes, activity comes, you cook, then you eat, then fulfillment comes. If thereafter somebody brings food, you say, no, I don't care. I am full now. I am absolutely fulfilled. That is our daily experience. But it is only temporary. Philosophy and spirituality tell you that there is also a state of complete fulfillment when the mind will not run after anything else afterwards. That state is the realization of the divine. That is the state of yoga, yogarudha. One who is well established in that state of yoga, in a personality like Sri Ramana Bhagavan, there is nothing to take him out of himself except compassion. That compassion is always there. In a Buddha and a Jesus, there was this tremendous compassion. With that compassion, they spoke words which did so much good to the people. Such persons are absolutely free, fulfilled person. Kritartha, kritakritya. These are the words of fulfillment in Sanskrit. So this is the idea, yogarudha. Rising to and being established in yoga. So why did we come to this sloka?
He asked. Uncle asked Purush.
No, there was a
Swamiji was explaining that our action should be a perfect one.
Acha.
So that I referred to.
Acha, correct. Yogarudha. You can make a note of this particular sloka. 3 and 4. 3. 6-3. So today I think we can, Buddhi Yoga, we started with Buddhi Yoga. What is Buddhi Yoga? Efficiency in action.
Concern for others.
Concern for others.
Tremendous peace.
Peace of mind. Always ensuring peace of mind. Yogarudha means you can easily understand this. Efficiency in action, concern for others, and getting rooted in, getting grounded in peace. Achanjalam. Beautiful. These are all very practical, not at all talk. Efficiency in action should be there in everything. Concern for others should also be there, but at the same time not compromising on that which gives us tension, that which gives us frustration, that gives gives us stress. There we need some tuning. That can come only by linking ourselves to the origin. He does it because of my Purvarjita karma, that's why I have to do it, I have to go through this suffering, that's all. If I during my past moments, if I develop these three, efficiency in action, concern for others, and peace, grounded in peace, probably in times of crisis I may be able to hold on to it. If I only try when the crisis comes, I may not be able to hold on. Take everything lightly, We remember somebody telling. An efficient boss, CEO. One friend was sitting before him. Friend, he is managing another section. So the one employee came and he was frustrated, tensed, so many things. So the boss patiently heard rule number 6. Suddenly he became quiet, went. Again another person comes, talks so much, upset, he heard everything, rule number 6. So this man has been hearing this. What is the magic that is behind this rule number 6? What is rule number 6? He said nothing, take things lightly. So previously he had given a lecture to people that if you get tensed up, everything goes topsy-turvy. It is not going to help us in any way. Let anything happen. You take something, it falls down. So many pieces are there. Immediately you take that which is a tool that by which you can remove everything and finish. When it slips, naturally it will fall. When it falls, if it is fragile, it will get all this. So you are not affected at all. So previously when he was addressing the employees, he brought out so many examples and made them to feel anything can be handled provided we bring this. Rule number 6 he gave. Take things lightly. So that is rooted in peace, It had happened, that's all. Why are you unnecessarily thinking about the why and wherefore? What had happened, had happened. We will try to see now what next, that's all. So today when he says about these 3 things, let it kindly note this. It will be very, very helpful for all of us. Efficiency in action, concern for others, and rooted in peace. I will not allow my peace to be disturbed under any circumstances. We have to try this. By asserting it, we will not come. Again, we will become upset. We will shout, we will do this and that. But we keep on trying, doing manana, and whenever God gives us this test, we will try to apply. Even if we fail 100 times, one day we will definitely succeed. So today's take-home message is this, beautiful. That is why the ladies on whom the water pots are there, they are in a position to do everything, because they are well rooted in that peace. And here Lord Krishna assures us that when you are riveted to Him, automatically that energy is released from within. The energy to do everything, multivarious activities, at the same time getting concentrated on one. That energy comes from within. So as bhaktas or spiritual aspirants, we pray to him, we are doing Ramnam. While doing Ramnam, we pray this. See, during the non-chanting time, please enable me to remember that you are inside, just like you are making me to chant the name. You are there, make me to do everything. You make me to forget that. Then the result is I get tensed up. When the mind defines that things are not going the way in which it should go, I get easily tensed up. But you at the same time, when you make me know that you are behind this, then I am at peace. Why are you not doing this? He may not answer, because we have to work out our prarabdha, no? So he will not answer, but consistently, persistently, when we keep on asking, he will reveal why he is not making us to feel at that particular moment. It has to come from within. After so many falls, we will know that we should not fall. After observing so many people falling, you will know you will avoid that place. So that is why Papa always used to say, observing and experiencing. The world we live in is a school in which observation and experience offer us immense possibilities for self-improvement. Let us all try to bring all these things into our mind and ponder over deeply, connect it with our experience and daily life. He is steadily taking us with Gita. Every day, so many stanzas are coming from the minds of so many people. So that means His grace is there for all of us to somehow put us on the line. Let us make use of that wonderful opportunity. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om, Hari Om. Pranam to everybody.